Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the Cincinnati Reds. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Luis Castillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Big arm. This is a guy that when he learns to control the strike zone, particularly with his off-speed pitches, has a chance to improve in a short amount of time. Mid to high 90s fastball with a lot of movement. His breaking pitches need some refining, but if he takes that next step and starts to get that breaking stuff over, look out. This guy could get better really fast.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one as we are underway here in Cincy.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now here it comes. A ball and a strike. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now 79 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here's another 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
In now for the O's, Trey Mancini, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the upper deck and gone. A solo shot here to left as the O's are on the board first. It's 1-0. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as it did.
Batting third,
Anthony Santander, the next to bat.
Santander.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Senzel has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Renato Nunez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Fouled away. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Orioles on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from Great American Ballpark, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. John Means, Kansas-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Digging in, Jesse Winker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
For
first.
the Reds, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. One and two, here it comes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Nunez comes up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With a moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. One out, nobody on. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Means has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind it because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the third baseman, Eugenio.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 home is a low changeup that's laid off.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Two and one after the foul ball there. The 2-1 home. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box now, Aristides Aquino. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
1-2 now.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something belt high that you can get loose on.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Standing in now, Nick Senzel. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Alberto is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Reds strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready now for Baltimore, Dwight Smith Jr., as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Galvis is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Backhanded. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In now, number 21, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Alberto, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit back up the middle. Galvis towards second. He's got it. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. In now for the Reds, Freddie Galvis. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Second baseman, Freddie Galvis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Santander. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down. So a tremendous diving catch there, and our show track technology demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see he wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty, one man out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped up. Nunez has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Luis Castillo.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Luis Castillo. From the stretch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 down the first baseline. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Ready with another 2-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Reds leave one. They're down 1-0. Stepping in, Chance Cisco, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Chance Cisco.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Winker waits on it. 1 out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, John Means.
So here now's the pitcher, John Means. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. Ball and a strike to the Oriole hurler.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. One out, nobody on. To first, taken in by Votto, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding in once again, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Baltimore's out in front, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jesse Winker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The left fielder, Winker.
Here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Joey Votto waits on deck. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. And it's fouled away.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Now batting, Joey Votto. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for Cincinnati, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
So digging in now,
Eugenio Suarez.
he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Stepping in now, Aristides Aquino. The swing and lift, the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball towards the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. He'll get it into second. Throw won't get him. So some real problems out there that time, as it'll wind up in E7. Standing in, Nick Senzel. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Senzel is a versatile player defensively, normally a second baseman, but he's actually patrolling the outfield in this one. Now a spin and a throwback to second, and he's back in standing. One out and a runner on second base. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
This is foul right side. Now the 2-1. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Still only one out in the inning. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's a fair ball. And that's going to plate the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Now batting, the second baseman, Freddie Galvis.
Stepping up now, Freddie Galvis. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight to strike zone.
Pitch outside, the throw, the tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
3 runs already home here. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Swings through it for strike number 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. One and 1 to Tucker Barnhart.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And it's 1 and 2. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Senzel at second with 2 down. Count still at 1 and 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Count remains full.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Skied down the left field line. Smith is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in the Queen City. It's now 3-1 Cincinnati. Coming to the plate now, Trey Mancini. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Fouled off. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1 and 2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Anthony Santander. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. And here's Renato Nunez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First delivery to him on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Score holds. It's 3-1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Reds.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Iglesias tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Castillo.
In now, Luis Castillo. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
The count 1-1.
To 1-2 now. A Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A little low. It's 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Into the box, Jesse Winker. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. One and one to the Reds leadoff man.
1-1.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Reds are down in order as the lead remains 3-1. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now in the box, Dwight Smith Jr. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Smith Jr.
First offering on its way. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's a great equalizer. The changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Stepping in now, Hanser Alberto. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One is in there for strike number 2. One run, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he's going to make the catch.
And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. Standing in now, number 21. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still trail it here 3-1. Number 55 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 55.
In is Joey Votto now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The first baseman, Joey Votto.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. The 1-0 finds the zone. Strike one. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Now the 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Smith has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time. Down and away, ball 1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. Now 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
In now, Aristides Aquino. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Nick Senzel would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Into the corner and slicing foul. Full count still. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Too high. 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
The 1-0 home. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Mark Trumbo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Mark Trumbo.
Ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
3-0 pitch is in there for strike one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Now the payoff pitch home. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
So stepping in, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. That just misses off the inside for ball one.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
On its way is pitch number 75. A ball and a strike.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
The 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the countdown. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not just yet. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
Hey, with that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his 3rd RBI, and it ties things up.
Yeah, 100%. He's had a great approach all game. Tied the ball game up with his 3rd RBI knock, and he's looking for more.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs in a tie ball game, he'll remain responsible for those runners at the corners as he hopes the bullpen can work out of the jam. Kevin Gossman takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 46, Kevin Gossman.
Into the box now, Anthony Santander, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Ready for another shot now. Renato Nunez. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. Mancini over at second. Santander on at first with nobody out. There's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Striding into the box, Dwight Smith Jr. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Two and 0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
2-0 count. The pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. A tag for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
The batter, the second
bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Standing in now, Hanser Alberto. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. And it's fouled away. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. Hit back toward the mound. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 6-3 game.
Now batting.
You know what I like
Number
right there,
21.
Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Orioles are on top 6-3.
Your
Sean
attention,
Armstrong
please.
enters to do the
Now
pitching in the
for
bottom of the
Baltimore.
6th.
Number 43, Sean Armstrong.
Into the box, Nick Senzel. A fly
Winding
out
up
and a
for the
single
Reds.
for him so far.
The center fielder, number 15.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Armstrong, 28 years old. He was taken in the 18th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
That misses 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Lifted in the air out to right. Santander waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Freddie.
Now at the plate,
Galvis.
Freddie Galvis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And that misses for ball 1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0. 3-0 now. Tucker Barnhart will be next. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Digging in to try it again, Tucker Barnhart. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hopped up. Mancini over to his right. 2 gone.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Digging in once again, Jose Iglesias. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Stepping into the box, Chance Sisco. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Chance Sisco.
First offering on its way. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
2 strikes.
Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chance Sisco. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the pitcher, Sean Armstrong.
Number 1 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Orioles, number 1.
A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Pitch on the way.
2
balls and a strike. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
The 3-1. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman. He's gone just 2 for 13. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he's safe.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Trey Mancini will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. First and second now, one man out. All even now, 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Anthony Santander. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a pop-up now. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Tanner Scott gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Tanner Scott.
Number 17 is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh. And that misses, ball one. And that's too high, ball two. Scott stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
The 2-0. Outside and low, 3-0. Jesse Winker will be next. Here it is, the 3-0. Is laid off, but in there for strike one.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Here it is on 3-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jesse Winker, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. He's set. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Nope.
Ball
That's
one.
ball.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Number 21 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Ready now, Joey Votto. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Reds are down in order. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Robert Stevenson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55, Robert Stevenson.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Renato Nunez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Zero.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Nope.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging. Stevenson, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
The batter, the left fielder.
Ready once again, Dwight Smith Jr. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Hanser Alberto sent in the air out to straightaway central. Senzel is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, number 21.
So striding forward now, number 21. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one.
No,
2-0. Smith leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. The 2-1 home is taken. Ball three.
Count is 3-1.
Chance Cisco would be next. The 3-1. Now a swing going. Look out over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. Throw on the ball will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles. They still lead it 6-3. Miguel Castro is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 50, Miguel Castro.
Digging in, Eugenio Suarez. He went down on strikes last time up.
The third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
First delivery to him on the way. Slider laid off for a ball. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Two tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off for ball number 3.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Aristides Aquino. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
That is why you can't walk the leadoff hitter. A solo shot becomes a 2-run homer, and the damage just kind of snowballs. Tough one to swallow.
Richard Blyer is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
In now, Nick Senzel.
Number 15.
And he hits it hard to the right side.
Alberto has it on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Freddie Galvis.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Freddie Galvis. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Now batting, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
Popped him up. Mancini is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But the Reds do push across a couple on this two-run home run. On to the ninth inning from Cincy. It's the Orioles 6 and the Reds 5. Striding in to start the ninth, Chance Sisco, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Weak roller right side. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, the pitcher, Richard Dwyer.
Rio Ruiz
please.
will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 14, Rio Ruiz.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time is looked at for ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Fouled away. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. The next 3-2. And he fouls this one off. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. But that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So a runner at first now with one away, and the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat, and a ball 1-0.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
In the dirt. In time as he just gets the tag down. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. That's a changeup off the mark, and it's 3-0. The 3-0 is taken, strike 1.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Ready for another chance, Trey Mancini, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Villar is off at first with 2 away. Now a ball hit hard toward first. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as they tack on an important run to make it 7-5 now.
Now batter.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
No balls and 1 strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 outside for a ball, 1-1. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2. Liner toward right center. But he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's the Orioles 7 and the Reds 5. Michael Givens comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 60, Michael Givens.
Leading off the inning,
Jose Iglesias.
as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Robert Stevenson.
Philip Irvin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6, Philip Irvin.
Now a slider down the middle, but laid off. One out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone and foul, though it had the home run distance. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Jesse Winker, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. The 2-1. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. The Reds down to their last strike. Hit down the line at first. To his left, Mancini on to first, and that's your ball game.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. The Orioles rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Number 55 pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 7 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and